Hello everyone, how are you all? Today, welcome to Zia classes, and today I'm going to teach you some rules and some regulations about and format of a very important topic which comes under writing portion, which is none other than email writing. Okay, students, so this email writing is very important for us, and if you see, I just want to tell you that there are no rules and regulations for writing a good email. Even so, there are certain good practices that everyone tries to follow. One of the good practices is to write email which is pointed and brief. Okay, it should be pointed and should be brief. It should be precise, crisp, and correct. It should not beat about the bush. It does not mean that it should be frigid or it should be very much rude. It should not be very rude. It should be somewhat friendly. In order to set a friendly tone, because email should be somewhat informal too. So we have to follow both formal tone as well as informal tone. To set a friendly tone, you can ask certain questions like how was your weekend, how was your day, okay, how was your vacation, etc. It should not be more than this type of questions. So email writing is very essential and very important, and we all need to follow this. But there are certain limitations, there are certain rules and regulations like all other writing portion, let's say diary entry, notice writing, advertisements, making a report, article writing. Email also, it is one of the very important ingredients of which often comes under writing portion. It is very crucial for exams as well in schools and all. The marks may be distributed of 4 marks, 5 marks. So you should really know the main rules and regulation how to write a proper email writing so that you can score better and better marks. And if you like my channel, it's a request, please like and subscribe my channel. And now I will be showing you the rules, the key points which you need to remember, and one sample email at last which will really help you in learning the concept about email writing. So here we go. Students, it was my duty to tell you the rules and regulations and proper format to teach you in order to how to draft email or write a email. Okay, so it is very important for all the examinations, and right from 7th standard or 8th standard till 12th standard, you need to understand the concept, or I say lifelong. You should be clear with the concepts. And email is such a thing where we write daily, if you ask anybody something, or if you want to send your draft or something like that, important information, the other party may say, just mail me. So you should know how to do or write a proper email. Look at this. First of all, it will be to here, recipient's email. Recipients means the person who's going to receive it. Suppose you are writing me email and I am going to receive it, so I will be called as recipients. Okay, so it will be my email ID, right? After that, subject. Now these are the parts of email, as you can see, parts of email. Okay, one more thing, to recipient's email ID, uske bagal mein I have written CC and BCC. CC and BCC means, CC means I have written here also, CC means carbon copy and BCC means blind carbon copy. Suppose you want to send email to me and along with me more to other more employees or person, it could be official, it could be personal, whatever reason, XYZ, for that it is carbon copy. Okay, you can send this mail to me and more than other one person. Okay, first, parts of email. So what are the parts of email? Subject, greetings, body, that is content of email, and last one is closure or ending. Okay, correct. So these are the parts of a email. Now come to the subject. This is a rough format. You can say rules. I have given tip wise also, clue wise also, so that you will just know better, in a better manner, how to write a email or how to compose a mail. subject. Now subject should not be, again, if you have watched my previous videos, I've already told you how to intact your words, or tackle your words in a subject in formal letter writing, correct? Now this subject, only one word, only one sentence, okay? Application for a clerical job. Suppose you want to apply as a clerk, you want to apply as a peon, you want to apply as a junior officer. So according to the post which you have seen in the newspaper, or you have read as a vacancy requirement in your particular newspaper, it could be Prabhat Khabar, the Hindustan Times, the Times of India, in that, suppose you want to apply for a clerk job, so you will write your application for a clerical job. Here no, you will not mention anything, simple hoga application for a clerical job. You have to be very precise and crisp. Means here I am talking about, it should be short, precise means clear, and it should be very much cut to cut, point to point. Okay, now I have given here tip 1, that is clue 1, point number 1, or you can say rule number 1. Tip number 1, what is it? Subject. When I am talking, what was the first part of our email? Subject. Subject may I have segregated into 3 parts. First part, your brief introduction. Second, give a clue to content. What you're about to write, or what is your main question, or what is your main part. Why you're writing email? Okay, 100 words into 1 word. Why you want to write an email? Okay, first of all, give a clue. If anybody is reading your email, that person, he or she should not scratch their head thinking, what is this main man's purpose of writing an email. तुमको क्या लिखना है, किस टॉपिक के बारे में लिखना है, कुछ हिंट हम पहले से दे सकते हैं, so that उसको थोड़ा सा he or she will understand. Next one, third one, need not be a complete sentence. Clue means you need not write a complete sentence, or it should be cut to cut, point to point. Okay, as you will read, students, I keep on telling all my students, please refer lot of reference books from library, or from the Google also you can refer lot of things. So when you will practically write it and learn it and read it, then you will understand more and more. Next one is tip 2. First one, tip 1, we talked about subject. Tip 2, salutation. When I say salutation, so salutation means what? Salutation means, if you remember, I have told you about salutation and subscription of formal letter writing. Salutation, it comes in front of the letter, right? Like dear sir or ma'am, right? Now come to our tip 3. Now comes our tip 3. In tip 3, you can see opening statement. I think it should be clear to you. Opening statements, and I have made my notes colorful so that you will grab it, Opening statement. Now, opening statement may, first I have divided into 2 points here also. Open with greeting or pleasantry state. Okay, whenever you are starting to write a letter, or whenever you are ready to write email, or it could be anything X, Y, and Z, students, please open it with pleasantry state, like dear sir, madam, and I'm glad to hear, I came to know, like in a very pleasantry mood, in a good mood. Opening should be very good. Second one, on replying, thank you, received your message or mail. Okay, so if you have received any message from that same employee or company, you can say thank you, I have received your mail or message, and seeing your reply, I want to say forward, or I want to tell, or I want to give more of the details. ऐसे हम लोग आगे का बात कर सकते हैं. But all these letters, all these sentences should be very formal, cut to cut, yet pleasant, yet formal. It should sound good. Correct. Next one comes our tip 4. Tip 4 again, clarity and tone. I'm making my videos, and I'm striving best, putting all my effort, I want to be clear, because if my students are watching it, okay, it is for you all only, and it should be clear to you. My tone, my intonations, my language should be ultra clear to you so that you will understand. Example, suppose, please let me know, thanks, etc. Okay. Next comes tip 5. In tip 5, paragraphs. I talked about paragraphs, and I'm telling you about paragraph, that is, which will come under main body. Okay. Now in paragraph, again I've divided here into 2 parts so that you will understand. Main idea, that is separate idea, it could be use complete sentences. So in paragraph you can divide it into 2 parts. Okay, like when we write formal letters, I told you in my previous video also, you can write in 2 to 3 or 2.5 paragraphs. Okay, that much is enough. For email, 2 paragraph is enough, would be enough. Or it depends upon topic to topic, it depends upon, person to person, it's okay. But try to finish in 1.5 paragraph, I say. It will be very standard, students. One more thing, never ever use SMS languages. Like we use shortcuts and all when we do SMS, or when we do WhatsApp messages and all that. We use a lot of we miss, or we just forget some of the letters. Do not do that, because it will look very awkward, and in examination it will be, if you will do, it will be blunder, and you may lose marks. Correct? Next one, tip 6. In tip 6, complimentary close. I'm talking here about closure, that is the ending part, right? Now here, of course, as we have done informal letter also, many letters, if you take informal letters also, diary entry also, every time when you have started, you have to end also. In email writing also, you can end like regards, warm regards, etc. Point number 2, of course, do not forget to write your name. Correct? Now here I have written some of the points, or some of the rules and regulations which you need to follow. First of all will be 50 words. You should follow the limitation of email, should be 50 words. You remember 50 words if you have watched my video when I told you about diary entry, right? It could be, now is of course email, now E stands for electronic mail. To the point, short and crisp. This point again I'm just repeating it. And one more thing, very important thing, students, the email should always be written inside a box, like notice writing. Yeah, and in notice writing also I told you 50 words, no? Like, of course, notice writing, email writing. Now till now I have told you 2 things which has to be in box. First of all, and please subscribe my channel and watch my video again and again so that you will understand in a better manner. The first one is email, which has to be written in a box. Notice also has to be written in a box. Correct? Now come to this format part. Now come to this format part, as you can see. So what I have done here, students, I have drew a box. Let me adjust my camera. Okay, I have drew my box, this box. And you remember what I told you in notice writing? That first of all, draw only 3 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 lines. But at starting, you can draw only 3 lines. Last line, leave it. We will draw it later once you complete your part, or once you complete your writing parts. Correct? Now come to, now there are 2 parts in email writing. Again, same thing, header and footer. Header means which comes in head and foot, top and bottom. Top part mein, already I told you, please copy down this or remember this. In this you have to remember that in one, yes, first of all, we'll draw a box, and here it will be from. See, look at all the dots. First of all, यहाँ पे ध्यान दो, all the dots I have tried to put in the same place. Dot, dot, dot. Okay. Colons. Okay, colon. Now all these colons should be placed in one line only. So that, see, your marks will not get cut. But if your teacher is very strict and finicky about it, you may lose your marks. You never know. But it will be safer side, and it will look neat also. And of course your computer will also take that automatic this capitation of this colon marks. But while writing you have to follow this style. Okay, from colon sender's email, those who are sending it, to receivers. You remember I told you recipients one, email ID. Okay, now the email format which I told you at the starting, do not be confused. It was for the company or for the this thing wherein I told you about the recipient's address. Okay, so from sender email ID to receiver's email ID. So you are sending me, you will be acting as sender's email, you will send your email ID, and you are going to send me. So I will be acting as receiver's, and like a receiver's address, and you will put my email ID. Correct? Here after that date, now see 1, 2, 3, 4. In between these 4 words, I have not put two-faced arrow. What do I mean by two-faced arrow? It means I have not left a single line. Please note down this. From to date subject. From to date and subject. After that, see, here is my arrow. Now when I've indicated you about the two-faced arrow, means you have to leave a line. And salutation, I told you dear sir or dear ma'am. Okay, in email writing, suppose if you know that employee well and as a colleague, you can write the first name of that, first title of that person also, like dear Ayush, dear Simran. Okay, it can. After that again I have left a line, main body. Okay, and already I told you main body, 2 parts, like separate paragraph you can use complete sentences, and no WhatsApp or SMS language. That is no shortcuts, right? After that comes my closure. Now in this closure, what I have done, I have again left a line. After body, leave a line, regards, that is, and regards. Okay, warm wishes, it could be thank you, it could be yours and all stuff like that, which you close it all. Okay, warm it could be a pleasantry closure. After that, your name, my part is over, my work is over. Next, try to leave one line, and then you can draw a box. You can draw the box here also, no problem. But for making my format look clear, okay, I have not left I have not drew just after the sender's address. So this is a format of the email writing. Now I will be telling you, I'll be giving you one sample email, so please look at it. Shall we start, guys? Now see, again I have drew a box here. So it is from my side, charlesdisouza@gmail.com. It could be, if I see my this email, it could be anything, ziaparveen5@gmail.com, to Maria Pinto. So I'm sending whom? Maria Pinto. Receiver's address, no? So I need to put यहाँ पे क्या, receiver mail ID. Please do not go for address. It is all about the game of ID. Okay, email ID. mariapinto@gmail.com. It could be any other mail also. Okay, it's okay. yahoo.com. It could be rediff.com, etc. After that date, 2nd August 2020. No need to put any punctuation here. Okay, second, but always. Okay, you might be remembering that I told in notice writing also, month always will be in like a word. It will never be in a numerical, it will be word. You have to write full spelling of the month. 2nd August or 2 August 2020. Clear? Subject, request for funds for a poor patient. So why I am writing her an email? I am writing because I am requesting her to raise her fund to give money, that is charity type, for a poor patient. Okay. After that I left a line, and dear Maria, okay, whom I'm going to write, you should be stick towards the mail ID. Okay, so to whom you are sending, do not forget. Many students, they keep on doing this. While writing here dear, they forget to write some other name. So whom you are writing, whose email ID, whom you are going to give or writing email, that name only should be here. Okay, you should follow this. It's a common sense, obviously. Dear Maria, leaving one line. Now this is a body. This is a body of the email writing. Okay, dear Maria, I am writing to you to ask you a favor. Full stop. See, very short sentences I have used. A 10-year-old patient in a hospital needs immediate heart surgery that will cost 1 lakh rupees. Full stop. His family doesn't have that much money. I was pondering if you could raise some funds for his surgery. Remember that all donations are sent through a DD, that is demand draft. Reply as soon as you can. Okay, so remember now, reply as soon as you can. After that, as I told you, according to rule and the format, leave a line and regards Charles D'Souza. Here also you have to follow. Whom I am sending my email? Maria. Now who is writing? Charles D'Souza. You have to follow this. Teachers gives you marks of writing all this minute information, because he or she wants to see that how you are following the format of email writing. This was a format of email writing, guys. I hope you have understood the concept of email writing and the way and this kind of procedure of writing an email is very simple. Only you have to follow certain rules, like from, to, date, subject, all colons in same line, leaving line salutation, leaving line body, leaving line closure, or the conclusion, your conclusion. So here I conclude myself, and I hope that you have understood my point about the format of email writing. Thank you and have a good day.